Good morning and welcome to the Forex Daily Update, brought to you by Pepperstone on Tuesday the 24th of July 2018. I'm Darren Sinden, and you can follow me throughout the day on Twitter by using @ds_Pepperstone. Right, let's take a look at the overnight changes and price moves we need to be aware of. I'm just going to flag three things this morning. First of all, dollar yuan, the Chinese currency easing again, falling by around 0.42% against the US dollar to trade at 683.08 shortly before we recorded the video. A similar move in the Indian Rupee, INR, and that has slipped by 0.41% against the US dollar as well. And then we've also seen the dollar making gains against the South African rand, adding 0.28% against the South African currency to trade at 13.4878. Dollar index for its part pretty unchanged really, up a smidgen, 0.05% to the good, trading at 94.72, but still well below that 95 barrier, which seems to be a bridge too far, as we've said before, for the US trade weighted currency. Right, what's on the calendar then? Events that may move the markets today. It's another relatively quiet day today. However, we have got some key data coming up at the early part of the morning. At 7:30 GMT, we will have market PMI data for Germany. That's composite, services and manufacturing reads, all for the month of July, and all coming out at 7:30. A chance then to infer something from that data before the Eurozone-wide equivalents come out at 8 o'clock. So again, manufacturing services and composite PMI data for July from the Eurozone at 8 AM GMT. We have then a significant break until 1300 and we cross the Atlantic for housing price index data for May out of the States. There was a shortfall in housing starts yesterday, and house prices are likely to have risen on the back of that. And at 13:45 we'll have services and composite the PMI data out of the US for the month of July, and then another significant break until 22:45 when we'll see trade balance data for the month of June out of New Zealand. Okay, breaking news and comment then that's caught my eye overnight. First of all, Chinese even equities have rallied as authorities in Beijing promised to bolster the economy, yet as we've just seen, the yuan has slid again versus the dollar. Meanwhile, manufacturing PMI in Japan has showed the slowest growth in some 20 months, and the International Monetary Fund has predicted inflation in Venezuela will hit 1 million% during 2018. Okay, food for thought, something to take away with you into the trading day and beyond. Well, why not think about this? Ahead of the PMI data due out later this morning, data from both the Eurozone and Australia has picked up of late and has surprised to the upside. Can that trend continue is the question, and what will the respective central banks say about their economies and monetary policy when they meet next week? And so the chart to the right is a chart of the G10 economies and their economic surprise indices. This index, or these series of indices, I should say, track the surprise level of data versus analysts' consensus forecast, whether it's positive or negative. And after a rocky start to the year, the Eurozone data has been picking up and surprising to the upside. It's flattened out slightly, or at least a degree of surprise is flattened out slightly. It's on an upward trend, and we can see the similar story from Australia. They're not rallying off quite such a low base, but nonetheless perking up and impressing to the upside as well. So can that continue, and will the central banks say anything to encourage that trend? Right, so time to read the risk warning. Trading CFDs and foreign exchange on margin can be a risky business. If you're in any doubt about those risks or the suitability of leveraged products for you, then please do contact your Pepperstone account representative. Thank you for your time.